Waking up with Whitney on K103. Jimmy Carter update being brought to you by Reynolds Roofing, Exteriors and Coating with offices in Cape and Marion. Go with Reynolds. And Jimmy, comedy show coming.
Yeah, tonight on CBS at 8 o'clock. Nate Bargatze, who is a young man who used to work at the Opry House in Nashville, he's going to be at the Opry House as a CBS TV headliner tonight. Nate Bargatze's Nashville Christmas. He is very popular these days. He works clean, and he's just a good guy. And tonight, Carrie Underwood will be on his show, Darius Rucker, and Jelly Roll.
Okay.
And, of course, I think that there's more than one Jelly Roll because he can't be all these places at the same time. Jelly Roll, he said he's lost 120 now.
Wow.
And he's still going. And then he talks about it. Now, this one doesn't talk about it, but they're talking about her, showing some before and current pictures of Lainey Wilson, that they think she's lost a number of pounds. And she looks great, but, the thing about it is when you start making money, when you don't have money, you eat bad. It costs money to eat good, okay? I mean, the fruits and vegetables and all that stuff, that costs more than going to McDonald's. So Lainey I think she's got a personal trainer now, and she probably is eating better, and people are cooking for her and doing things like that to help her out. Mm-hmm. And she probably is working out more and doing all the things like that, and that's the result of that. Same with Jelly Roll. Luke Bryan, that Crash My Plays show is sold out. That's the one that everybody goes, well, I don't really want to go to that. And then it gets to be January 15th when they're all down there showing pool party pictures. We all go, how stupid are we for not going to that?
Right, yes.
Luke Bryan, Jason Aldean, Kane Brown, Lainey Wilson, and some warm weather in Cancun. Back to Jelly Roll again. He was on his wife's podcast. And I remember when he got some heat on this, and there's a couple other artists that are getting heat for meeting Elon Musk or meeting President Trump. Jelly said, I'm not going to apologize for doing that. I don't care what people think about it. If I got a call to meet Joe Biden, I'd stop at any point and I'd go meet him. He just likes meeting famous people. I think that's the favorite thing about being famous for him. I remember when he was backstage at one of these award shows, and Springsteen was talking to Paul McCartney or something, and he walked up to them. I thought he was going to have to go change clothes after that was over with. He was so excited to be able to do that. And, God, it's great to have that joy, that feeling and excitement about doing it, because most people just try to play it cool.
All right.
I know you just say stupid stuff like Ashley McBride says. She said dumb stuff to everybody, and I have too. It's just you get around somebody really famous, almost the best thing is to do nothing. But if you do have to talk, you got to really get prepared for that. I'm so proud that with Sean Connery, I was always not an idiot, and because I have idiot potential. But my favorite story, and I'll end on this one, is I got to meet Elvis twice.
Oh, wow.
Twice. One time I'm on the air live with another radio guy on an apron at a Montgomery airport when he was off the plane, came up to us to talk, which he never really did, and we couldn't talk.
Oh, really?
We did the Jedi mind trick, where you just sit there and you don't say anything. He just kind of looked at us, and then he nodded and went on and got in the car. But we couldn't talk. And then later on, it happened a second time. He comes up to me with two girls, and with my roommate from college and he was going to sign an autograph or something. And we just stood there and looked at it. Starstruck is what that's called. It's real. Believe me, it's real. And it's affected me on more than one occasion. Not all the time,
I was
but
going
a
to
few.
say, Jimmy, I can't imagine it doesn't happen very often where you don't know what to say.
Well, with Elvis, it did.
Yeah,
and,
that makes
twice.
sense. Very cool story.
Thank you very much.
Well, Jimmy, you have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That's your Jimmy Carter update this morning, being brought to you by Reynolds Roofing, Exteriors and Coating with offices in Cape and Marion. Go with Reynolds.